name is Gretchen Mahler, and I'm an assistant professor in the biomedical engineering department. I've been at Binghamton now for about 3.5 years. So what I do is create dynamic, three-dimensional cell culture models of organs and tissues. So two projects that are active in the lab. The first is working on a model of the GI tract. So again, we're working with human cell cultures and we're developing these 3D dynamic models. And what I'm trying to understand is how common additives in food change the way that our gut functions. So specifically, I've been looking at nanoparticles, which are actually a really common food additive, and how it changes how we absorb nutrients. I also have another project that's looking at endothelial cell behavior. So building, again, three-dimensional dynamic models and trying to understand how changes in the mechanical conditions change the way that the cells behave and how that might lead to things like regeneration or disease. We do probably about a 6-week or so kind of boot camp where I start with safety and then go on to how to do the basics, things like washing glassware, and then move up to how to make solutions and sterile technique and how to culture cells. Usually I try to give the undergraduate students a graduate mentor in addition to having me. What I try to do is give them an independent project that's kind of a little piece of a graduate student's project to work on. So they're doing independent research, they are developing cell culture protocols and cell assay protocols. They're doing mechanical measurements, they're doing microscopy, so they're in the lab and they're actively contributing to our work. Really just starting from the beginning, if you're interested in biomedical engineering, you can do things like join the local chapter of our national society. So there's the Biomedical Engineering Society. We run different programs. Just yesterday we did a program on summer research experiences and how to find them and how to put together a good package for them. We do things like industry visits, we do things like graduate school visits, we do some outreach, we do some fun social activities. A professional society like this can introduce you to upperclassmen, it can introduce you to some of the areas of research that the faculty are doing, it can introduce you to some of the jobs or academic routes that you can take after you graduate. So normally the way that it works for me is students contact me by email. Usually sending me a CV is helpful. I'd say the people that I respond most favorably to usually have done a little bit of research into what type of work I'm doing and try to explain how their interests and their background and the coursework they've done can kind of align with those projects. I try to put a lot of time into training, and so I want to make sure that people are serious about it and that they're going to have time to devote to spending time in the lab. And from there we do training and then work on getting them set up with a project.